All my life, I've had an interest in ships. Something about the sea has always attracted me from a very, very early age. Finally, as the time when I was leaving Iran, I booked a ticket on the QE2 for the first time. There's something about the QE2 that makes it unique, that brings passengers back year after year after year. It's some indefinable quality that no other ship has. In 1986, I booked my second ticket, another round-trip ticket, and then from then on, every alternate year, I have booked these tickets. So 1986, 88, 90, and so on up to this year. And as I say, it's purely my love of the sea that keeps bringing me back. Sitting on the ship out in the middle of the ocean, far away, this huge expanse of water, the ship gliding silently through it. At night, the stars, the most brilliant stars I've ever seen. The mood is just unmatched anywhere else. As one passenger summed it up on one occasion, the QE2 is not a cruise ship, it's a social occasion. And the social life on the ship was just unmatched. Conversation started up very easily, which on land you wouldn't do. You'd stand out on deck, get a hamburger, have a drink, take a swim. People will start up conversations with you right on the spur of the moment. Oftentimes you become lasting friends. You exchange business cards, addresses, things like that. But it was the whole social scene that was so attractive. Some of the shows were produced by the ship's own staff. And many of them were really good. Some of them, the dancers, the crew had umpteen nationalities, Croatians and a lot of Eastern Europeans. And they tend to be very skilled at entertainment and performing and dancing and so on. They would put on these shows and they were great. As far as dining was concerned, in the early days when the caviar market was really good, you always had the caviar. Everything else was off menu. And the dining room encouraged you to order off menu. And if you asked for the menu, they sort of looked at you with a certain disdain and said, but you know, sir, you can have anything you want. Implying that, let's have some imagination here. The whole mood between the staff and the crew throughout the ship is one of comradeship. Chatty, first-name basis all the time. And you always had a great time. If you came back year after year, they would remember. My cabin steward, year after year, would remember what time in the morning I wanted my coffee before I got up. On the last voyage, on the final night, we were all sitting around the table in the dining room, moaning and groaning, saying, tomorrow we have to get back to reality, and I don't know how I'm going to have to adjust to this. With the departure of the QE2 from the North Atlantic and now to Dubai, an era has ended, definitely. And among those of us who prefer to sail on the QE2, yes, it's another end of an era. We don't know what these new ships will be like, but the feedback that I get from some passengers is that it's nowhere near a match for the QE2.